So, continuing with learning how to understand special products, now we're going to learn how to find the square of a difference. Oh my gosh, I wrote that wrong. Data subtraction. Okay, there we go. So, the sum of a difference is often seen like this, which is hold on, train of thought. Sorry. Okay, so this is often seen as a minus b squared, which can be expanded to a minus b times a minus b. So this results in a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So what this means is that the square of a minus b is equal to the square of a minus twice the product of a times b plus the square root, not the square root, the square of b. So an example of this would be x minus 3. And what we first want to do is identify a, and then a, as we can see, is x. And b is negative 3. So, now we know that when we have a square of a difference, that our answer will be a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So now all we have to do is plug in what we know into this equation right here. So we have that. So we know that our a is x. And it's going to be squared minus oh my gosh, it's not negative 3. Why did I? Just erase it off. Oh no! Come back. Come back. Equals so we have a, so an example of this would be x minus 3 squared. So we know that we have to identify our a and our b. So we know that a in this occasion is x, and that b here is 3. So like we said earlier, the square of a difference will always equal a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So we just identified our a and our b in this equation. So what we're going to have to do is plug it in to this formula that we have right here. So our a is x equal to x. So we'll have x squared minus 2 times a, which is x, times b, which is equal to 3, plus b squared. And our b is 3, giving us 3 squared. So next we just have to solve it all out, which is, this is x squared minus, so 2 times 3 is 6 times x, giving us 6x, plus 3 squared, 9. And this is our answer. So, not again. So continuing on, we have our next example, which is 6p minus 1. So we know that whatever our a and b is, it's going to equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So here you can see that a is 6p and b is 1. So again, we're going to plug it into this formula, which is 6p squared minus 2 times a, which is 6p, and then we'll plug in b, which is 1, plus b squared, giving us 1 squared. So then we'll square 6p, which is 36, p squared. 2 times 6 is 12, and then p. Then multiply that by 1, it stays the same, plus this 1 squared, which is 1, and that's our answer. So that's how you solve for the square of a difference. So the last thing we're going to be learning is how to solve the product of a sum and difference, and that can be written like a plus b times a minus b, or a minus b times a plus b, and these two are the same thing, so you'll end up with the same answer, which is a squared minus b squared. And a way to do this is, so here's our example, we have 2c minus 2c plus 3. So we know that, once again, we're going to be identifying our a and our b, and the a and b are the same thing, so when we have, a product of a sum and difference, our product will always end up being a squared minus b squared. So an example of this would be when we have 2c minus 3 times 2c plus 3. As you can see, the only difference here is our signs in the parentheses. So first, to identify a is 2c, and b is 3. So we know that our formula, we said that a product of a sum and difference is always going to be a squared minus b squared. So here, all we have to do is plug in our a's and our b's. Now we're b. So we have 2c squared minus 3 squared. So then we'll solve that. 2c squared goes 4c squared minus 9. And that's the product of the difference. So let's try that one more time with x plus 9 times x minus 9. And again, our end product will be a squared minus b squared. So, sorry. Okay, well, so the difference between a product and a sum of difference is that this has both a plus and a minus, whereas a product of a sum only has plus signs, and a product of difference only has negative signs. So, anyways, back to solving it. We have to identify our a and our b. So we know that a is x here, and here b is 9. So, again, we're going to plug it into our equation. So we have x squared minus, and then plug in b, which is 9 squared. So we get x squared minus 81. And that's how you do that.